Good evening and welcome to Verdict 2014, a roundup of all the election news from poll-bound Jammu and Kashmir and Jharkhand. I'm Ishan Russell and first up, the headlines tonight. The stage is set for the third phase of polling in Jammu and Kashmir and Jharkhand tomorrow. Maoists threaten Jharkhand and recent attacks in Kashmir to keep the security forces on their toes. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses election rallies in Srinagar and Samba amid unprecedented security arrangements. And the September floods are expected to be the biggest poll issue in Srinagar that votes in the fourth phase on the 14th of this month. Well, the big story, the stage is all set for the third phase of polling in Jharkhand and Jammu and Kashmir to be held tomorrow. 16 seats of Jammu and Kashmir and 17 in Jharkhand goes to the polls in this phase. Beyond polling arrangements, security poses a big challenge in both these states.
It's over to the voter now. Polling booths are in place in areas going to polls in both states under close watch of Election Commission officials, observers and a large posse of security personnel in both states. In Jammu and Kashmir, 3 districts, Baramulla, Budgam and Pulwama will go to the hustings in this phase with a total of 16 constituencies between them. Nearly 13.5 lakh electors will decide the fate of 144 candidates in the fray.
मैं लोगों से दरख्वास्त करूंगा, मौजूदाना दरख्वास्त करूंगा, वो अमन, शांति, मजहबी रवादारी को बरकरार रखें, अपने जमहूरी हक वोट का सही इस्तेमाल करें, वो आएं बाहर निकलें और वोट का इस्तेमाल करें.
Among the big names in the fray in this phase, Chief Minister Omar Abdullah is contesting from Birwa in Budgam. This phase is critical also for the opposition People's Democratic Party or PDP that presently holds 9 of these 16 seats. The party has denominated 6 sitting MLAs and fielded fresh faces in 3 segments. Heavy security is in place for this phase of polling to be intensified further over the coming 24 hours. The third phase is to be held in the backdrop of 4 terror incidents in the valley on the 5th of this month. In Jharkhand, close to 5,800 polling booths have been set up and more than 29,000 polling personnel deployed in the 17 assembly constituencies going to polls on Tuesday. 14 out of the 70 constituencies have been earmarked as sensitive to the Maoist menace. Close to 50 lakh eligible voters will choose between 289 candidates. The BJP, BSP, JMM, JVMP and the Congress are the main parties in the fray. Officials in Maoist-affected areas say a heavy security cordon is in place against the Naxal threat.
इस अवसर पर विधि व्यवस्था बनाए रखने के लिए कारगर कदम उठाए गए हैं और सारी व्यवस्था की गई है. पैरामिलिट्री फोर्स का अधिक से अधिक डिप्लॉयमेंट किया गया है. लोगों से आग्रह है कि वे निर्भीक होकर अपना मतदान करें.
सुरक्षा का बिंदु पर हम हर तरह का हम लोग अपना अस्त्र से व्यवस्था की गई है. हर बूथ में पर्याप्त फोर्स भी रहेगा और जगह जगह हम लोगों का पेट्रोलिंग पार्टी भी रहेगा. किसी भी हम लोग स्थिति को निपटाने के लिए तैयार हैं.
BJP bigwigs including Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Rajnath Singh campaigned for the third phase in Jharkhand. The party banks heavily on increasing its tally from the present 4 out of the 17 seats. 3 ministers of the Hemant Soren government are also seeking re-election in this phase. Jharkhand's first Chief Minister Babulal Marandi is contesting from Dhanbad in this round. Jammu and Kashmir has recorded a 70% plus turnout in the last 2 phases. Jharkhand got over 60% voting. Hopes are high of even better turnout this time. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And Prime Minister Narendra Modi invoked communal harmony, humanity and democracy as he addressed 2 election rallies in Kashmir today for the 4th phase of polling on the 14th of this month. The Prime Minister's visit comes just days after militants struck in the valley, killing 11 security personnel. Here's more.
कश्मीर के मेरे प्यारे भाइयों बहनों, आपने मुझे जो प्यार दिया है, इस प्यार को मैं कभी भूल नहीं सकता हूं. और मैं आपको विश्वास दिलाता हूं, मैं आपको विश्वास दिलाता हूं, इस प्यार को मैं ब्याज समेत लौटाऊंगा.
Prime Minister Modi looking to strike a chord with the electorate ahead of Phase 4 of polling on the 14th of December. On his 6th visit to the state in 6 months, the Prime Minister addressed 2 rallies, first in Samba in Jammu, the second in Srinagar. Close to 4,000 security personnel guarded the event at the Sher-e-Kashmir Stadium in Srinagar. A spate of terror attacks in Kashmir on the 5th that killed 11 Indian security personnel have raised concerns for the remaining 3 rounds of voting. Modi stressed on the strength of the democratic process.
हमें लड़ना है गरीबी के खिलाफ, हमें लड़ना है बेरोजगारी के खिलाफ, हमें लड़ना है भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ। और इसलिए मेरे भाइयों बहनों, मुझे विकास की नई ऊंचाइयों पर जाना है।
Modi also attacked what he called misrule against dynastic governments of the past, saying the BJP alone offered an alternative for development of the state.
कश्मीर में आपने या तो कांग्रेस की सरकार देखी, या बाप बेटे की सरकार देखी, या बाप बेटी की सरकार देखी। तीनों प्रकार की सरकारें देख ली आपने। क्या मिला आपको? क्या दिया उन्होंने? अपने लिए तो सब कुछ किया, आपके लिए कुछ नहीं किया।
In the backdrop of Modi's rally, separatists had issued a boycott call in the state that had a moderate effect on normal life. Separatists have also called for a boycott of polling on Tuesday. But the turnout in the last 2 phases has reflected a lukewarm response to their threats. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha Television.
Well, eight assembly constituencies of Jammu and Kashmir, summer capital Srinagar, go to the polls in the 4th phase of the elections on the 14th of December. The city is notorious for its indifferent attitude towards voting, but this time around, burning issues like the state government's response to the recent floods are expected to get people out to cast their ballot. Here's more.
Srinagar polled an abysmal 20% in the 2008 assembly elections and even worse before that. But things are different this time. And perhaps the biggest single reason is the floods that hit parts of the city in September this year. Large parts remain affected. Settlement of compensation claims has been slow, and there's a strong desire in the people to respond, a chance to make their voice heard. The militant boycott call holds little water.
हमने देखा कि 2 फेज़ में जो इलेक्शन का टर्नआउट रहा, उससे यही पता चलता है कि लोग चेंज चाहते हैं, क्योंकि जो भी आज तक सरकार आई है वो लोगों के मसाइल हल नहीं कर पाई है। और हम यही तवक्को करते हैं कि श्रीनगर में भी लगता है कि ऐसा ही टर्नआउट रहेगा। बाइकाट के साथ इस वक्त लोग नहीं जाना चाहते।
मुझे लगता है श्रीनगर में इस बार इंशाल्लाह सब वोटर्स अच्छी खासी वोटिंग होगी और लोग निकलेंगे बदलाव के लिए, लोग वोट डालने के लिए निकलेंगे। लोगों को एक उम्मीद है कि अगर बदलाव हो, वोटिंग हो, तो इंशाल्लाह हमारा मसला जो है वो हल हो जाएगा।
All 8 constituencies of Srinagar are presently held by the National Conference. Chief Minister Omar Abdullah is contesting from Sonawar, one of Srinagar's assembly constituencies. Several other big NC faces are contesting from here too. On the other hand, the BJP is looking for big gains in Srinagar too. The party has been focusing big on the city's assembly segments. Party mascot Prime Minister Narendra Modi's billboards have sprung up around the city with a huge publicity drive in place. And primary Jammu and Kashmir opposition party PDP hopes to make inroads on the back of what it sees as a strong anti-incumbency wave. There's a high security alert in the city ahead of polls. Militants had struck in Shaura on the outskirts of Srinagar on the 5th of December, seen as frustration at the large poll turnout in previous phases and a warning for voting here on the 14th. 95 candidates are in the fray for 8 seats in Srinagar that go to polls on the 14th of this month. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha Television.
Now in Jharkhand, amongst the most high-profile assembly constituencies that will go to the polls in the 4th phase is the mineral-rich Girdi. More prominent state leaders have contested elections from here down the years, but a complete lack of any development activity here tells quite another story.
Girdi Assembly Constituency in the administrative Girdi district of Jharkhand. The name means land of the hills. The central Chota Nagpur division where it is located is blessed with huge mineral wealth. Yet, it's been of little use in terms of benefits to the people here.
गिरिडीह शहरी क्षेत्र का सड़क सबसे मुख्य मुद्दा है, क्योंकि यहाँ की सड़क की हालत बहुत ही जर्जर है। यहाँ की सड़क का मरम्मत या कोई भी मुरम्मत का काम भी होता है तो उसमें कोई ज़्यादा अच्छी तरह से काम नहीं होता है।
Giridih falls in one of the worst Naxal-affected belts of the state. Development falls way short of even the basic needs. Bad roads, little or no power supply, and lack of basic infrastructure like good hospitals and schools are just a few on the list of many problems here. Demonstrations by residents seeking better living conditions about, but little has changed.
हमारा जो जितना भी शहर का मेन रोड है वो पथ निर्माण के अंतर्गत है। इन लोग से भी हमारी बात हुई है, वो टेंडर उंडर शायद कर दिए हैं और इलेक्शन बाद आचार संहिता के बाद वो जो है काम इसमें शुरू।
Besides its mineral wealth, there is also the tourism potential. Giridih is home to a 2,000-year-old Jain temple as well as a Jain museum. The town attracts a decent tourist traffic. Along with tourism, the coal mines of Central Coalfields Limited contribute majorly to the economy of the town. In the assembly elections this time, Giridih is set to witness a three-way contest. Incumbent MLA Nirbhay Kumar Shahbadi of the BJP faces a tough battle against Jharkhand Vikas Morcha chief Babulal Marandi and JMM Sudebya Kumar Sonu. Nirbhay had won the seat in 2009 on a JVM seat, but this time he is contesting on a BJP ticket.
हमने अपने कार्यकाल के दौरान ग्रामीण सड़कों का लगभग 32 किलोमीटर सड़क निर्माण मैंने कराया है अपने विधानसभा क्षेत्र में और 32 किलोमीटर से कई योजनाओं को उद्घाटन भी किया। अभी काम प्रगति पे है।
Giridih will go to polls in the fourth phase on the 14th of December. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, that's it on Verdict for tonight. Thanks so much for watching.